against Zoo and Handlock. So
Yeah, I would definitely say.
Yeah, and Priest is okay if it is a Zoo, and
yeah, I
let's
was
see.
gonna ask if you, for Socke, maybe you just make him open on Hunter so you get a counter immediately.
Well, looks like he's going to have to open up with his Druid. Socke feeling pretty confident about that.
And against the Priest. So I think in this matchup the Druid is always a bit favorite, but if the Priest player got like an injured Blade Master with Encircle of Healing at turn 3, it's so hard for the Druid to deal with that. They don't have cards like an Hex or just an easy removal for one minion.
It's interesting that you say that, because when we were testing this matchup with the team a lot, and the general consensus between those guys was that, well, Priest was actually favored, but they were playing the Pyromancer list. However, I think like the Undertaker list is probably even better against Druid. It just gets on the board faster. Although, man,
You need to have a really good start then, because the point where the Druid really shines is around turn 4, turn 5, when they put their really strong minions out. And if you have cards like a Zombie Chow or a Dark Cultist, they just die to all the Yetis, to all the Spectral Knights. So you really need to have a really strong board before that moment.
tough decision right off the bat for StrifeCro.
Just a Wild Growth.
Well, yeah, lets you like play Shade turn 2, but then you have no turn.
Oh wow!
You have no play after that.
There's
right?
the circle. Now he just plays the
Wow.
And next turn he draws a card and gets the injured Blade
Now
Master
I
where
think
we were
Priest
talking about.
Gonna be heavily favored all of a sudden.
Yeah, especially since he has his Shadow Word in his hand, and there's like 5 attack minions in the hand of his opponent here.
He actually drew a 4-drop, so the coin Wild Growth ended up working out fine.
Yeah, but yeah, here's the Blade Master. This is such an important turn. for
Wow, he
Socke.
really threw that up.
Another zombie. Yeah, you better have the zombie chows early than late in the game. Then they do nothing.
Yeah, good draws so far here for Socke.
Not much to silence. He has 2 silence, both a 4-drop, but
Yeah, I noticed
you can
that.
silence. You can silence the. Yeah.
That's really interesting that StrifeCro went up to 3 silences in the deck. I haven't seen that since like Reels is really old.
Well, it's interesting.
Druid deck.
In the next rounds, you have so much with all the next rounds cards. There are so many death rattles. There's always targets to silence. So
It's not pretty, but you could kill Blade Master this turn, and it might be the last possible turn that you get to. That would damage his other minions, let Northshire Cleric get out of hand. Like, I probably wouldn't make that play,
Yeah,
but
that's...
if you don't, you're never killing Blade Master.
Well, you can wait until turn 7 when your Shade can take care of it himself.
Oh, yeah.
That's a sick player.
28 damage to the face later. We got him.
Got him. No problem. He's got that Ancient Lore to heal up. He can do it. Well,
This is just ugly no matter how you look at it. I think you silence the Northshire, I guess, and attack the Chow.
yeah, do you want to attack the Chow?
yeah, then I guess you're getting 2 for 1 with that, I guess.
Then your shade gets out and he can trade with the Northshire. But yeah, maybe it's the best play.
Brings him up to like 6 health though on that.
I can understand both. Yeah, I can understand not attacking too. Like if he attacked here, then the Northshire could still trade into the shade. And
Yeah.
oh, and Argus at turn 4 with this board. You can just maybe August your 2 minions and trade with the Blade Master. But maybe you want to save. You want to play a bit more safer and just heal your Blade Master back or Power Word Shield it so it gets out of the swipe range after trading with the Spellbreaker.
I actually kind of like that play a little bit more here. Because like letting the Zombie Chow just, well, I guess it's going to die eventually anyways, right?
Yeah. I'm a fan of just playing my stuff on curve.
Yeah.
It's the turn before Black Knight gets out as well, so. But yeah, I could see either play here.
Oh, he trades with.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I like his play here. That's what I would have done.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd like the Blade Master trade. Now it's a 4-3. It was so strong. Now it gets a bit weaker for the swipe or a ref, and he can just trade with his shade into another minion.
And he even
So you
has
would have
that
traded
ref.
the Chow.
I think he would have. He should have traded the Chow, or maybe Power Word Shield and not playing August. It was not.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But yeah, you never August like your Blade Master there, if it was still a 4-7.
Yeah.
Like even it's turn 5, there can always be an inner fate. And
Well, I mean, obviously you're gonna have to kill off this Blade Master, right? But do you attack with the Shade this turn?
I think it's a moment, especially against the Death Rattle Priest, that you want to trade at least into minions. I think you want to trade now a bit.
Would you swipe or Wrath? Swipe's more mana efficient.
Oh, he doesn't kill the Blade Master.
Wow.
I
I
shall
am
kill the Blade
surprised
Master
about
for
this.
sheer.
Well, next turn he could Wrath Keeper it. It's unlikely that the Priest has a second circle. So.
Yeah, that's true.
But, you know, he could have that Power Word Shield, which he does have. So
But
he can make a gain 4 health.
The
and then-
difference is that there now is a 4-2 instead of a 3-4 on the board. But, yeah.
Yeah, that's a huge deal.
Yeah, but now the Blade Master gets annoying again. He will just heal the Blade Master and trade with the August. And now he can't deal with the Blade Master.
Yep, StrifeCro
He
really
had to
got
kill
punished
it
for that
yeah.
play.
Like the Zombie Chow, it was just a 3-4. Did nothing. And like he could always kill that off. And
When
now-
he realized he was behind, maybe he just made a greedier play. Just to be mana
he
efficient.
can't lore now. Not yet. You want to lore maybe in this board.
What do you even
He has
go?
6 mana.
Yeah, it's 6 mana. It's like,
You just Yeti hero
Yeah.
power.
but
I think you have to keep the ref, not cycle for the ref, because you have to trade off the Blade
Yeah.
Master soon. If he trades into the Yeti with...
The Yeti's a great draw, though. It's a great draw. And Ysera for Priest.
Oh.
That's going to be very important. If Priest can be
Oh.
ahead on board on turn 9 and just drop that, there's almost no recovering. for
It's
Drew.
bad to play Sylvanas now, like... He can just trade with the Yeti and deal 1 damage into Sylvanas, but
I actually
he
disagree.
doesn't have any other better play.
Yeah, I like playing Sylvanas here
Yeah.
because, the
Yeah, he has
alternative
to.
is giving him too much time.
and we are coming up on that 7 mana as well.
Exactly, yeah. It's a great turn to make him hero power.
Druid is already getting low, like it's on 16 HP now.
Yeah.
There is not much burst that the Priest has, but start getting close.
All right.
Would you hero power this or cycle the Wrath through?
With 16 HP, I think it's really risky to take the 5 damage now.
I would actually, I think Azure Drake draw with Wrath.
Yeah, but
Kill
you
them.
want to kill the Sylvanas now, right? Now you can
No, there's
trade
no
it.
well, you can silence it. Kill it later. I think killing the Blade Master is better.
Yeah, I mean, that thing can still grow right now. And your Yeti would live through that.
Like, what would you do after you Wrath the Sylvanas and trade the Yeti in? You have an Azure Drake against the Blade Master. Like, at least this way the
Yeah.
board is even.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, he kills the Blade Master now. I think he goes for the value, yeah, with the
This is a
2
lot
damage. He gets an Inner Fade now. A bit late for an Inner Fade, but can still work sometimes. So
Yeah, he does have that Ancient of Lore, so if he ends up drawn, sometimes you can get a nice play out of
Yeah.
that.
Socke has just moves like he can just play 1 minion every turn. Well, maybe now the zombie cow, but he probably wants to heal.
Wow.
It's annoying to play the zombie chow now. Even if he kills it, he gets 5 heal back.
Is he really just going to the window? He's not going to kill the Drake. I would kill the Drake.
Yeah. Never really want to leave that up, but it looks like he wants to get aggro.
Interesting.
Huh.
I agree with not playing the zombie chow here.
So now Savage Roar just deals with the entire board. And then he gets
Yeah,
to innervate
wow.
lore.
Yeah,
Jeez.
the Savage Draw is really big now. Also, you get a bit lower on HP, but it's only 1 damage.
Like, he got really punished for that play.
Mhm.
He basically spent 7 mana to play Belcher because of that. Whereas he could have healed the Sylvanas and basically dealt with Azure Drake by only putting 2 damage on it. I don't like this as much.
Well, it looks like StrifeCro will find that pretty
Maybe he's
easily.
thinking of playing on Scenarios now, but I don't see a really good reason with Sylvanas on the board. Yeah, there's the Savage Roar.
That's a great turn for StrifeCro.
It was the right play to trade with the Yeti first, otherwise
Yeah.
you called Gay for the value play, but yeah, then he gets it from the Sylvanas.
Yep.
And the Inner Fade, yeah, Inner Fade now.
I think if he hero powered the Sylvanas last turn, there was no way he could win this game. Whereas now he's in a much better spot. I think you even draw here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
against the Priest, you are not really worried at 10 HP.
Oh, he's got the Chow to go with that.
Yeah, that's...
Do you just Shadow or Death it now? Like,
Yeah,
you
definitely.
don't get any better target.
Hey, just death and play your 2 minions. You want as much stuff for StrifeCro to deal with the turn
Maybe there
before
is
you
a
play
wreck.
Sarah.
Maybe there's a. You see some druids running. wreck,
Whoa!
but-
Not gonna play Chow.
I'm actually a little bit surprised by that.
Yeah, I will play Chow every
'Cause,
time
like,
with an
for the-
Arcanine on the board.
Yeah.
And next turn is just an. Like, the 9 mana Yshira turn is.
In fact, that would have been like a possible lethal, you know, if he doesn't have anything out there.
And also with the Shadow Madness. Like, maybe he
It actually was guaranteed lethal if he plays Scenarios. Because you would attack Chow into a Trent, shoot your own Chow, Shadow Madness the other one, and go in.
Yeah.
Oh wow, yeah. Yeah, that's big.
All right, well, you still drop Ysera. Really? Wow, he's so aggressive.
Yeah, this is Face Priest.
But man, it was yeah, just lethal.
I don't like this nearly as much.
No.
StrifeCro's going to regain board control. Wow. Maybe he knows something we don't. Maybe he plays like double Holy Fire. That damage.
I would be very surprised if he fit 2 Holy
Yeah, but
Fires
still,
into the stack.
like you don't want to play your Zombie Chow anymore, and then you have the Arcanite. It was so important to play that Zombie Chow last turn.
I think Priest was in an almost unlosable position after that Circle of Healing draw in turn 3. A couple of key decisions have
And
swung
even
it
now,
back
like-
in StrifeCro's favor.
Even now, it was maybe the Ysera was just better. Now the board presence is so weak. You can just trade with scenarios.
StrifeCro probably wants to hero power this turn. He's got to be a little worried about Holy Fire. No reason to die to that card if you don't have to. That Zombie Chow is never getting played anymore.
Yeah, that's
Maybe
pretty
with
much
the
it for-
second. Maybe with the second.
I'm still very
Arcanite.
surprised he didn't play that.
Yeah.
Definitely a mistake.
Yeah, miss lethal. So, if you're StrifeCro, I guess just oh man, Spectral Knight hero power or Druid of the Cloud Charge? I don't know.
Are you scared for something surprisingly from Socke that isn't?
It's like a
isn't
Leroy
his,
in his priest
yeah,
deck.
I was thinking of something like that, like.
I mean, he's been playing so aggressively. If I'm
Like,
StrifeCro, I would
But
assume
also
there's
like
Holy
a
Fire.
thought steal into a force of nature, or
Yeah.
I think you want to town, but yeah, then
Yeah, I think that he definitely will use hero power here.
Does it set up lethal if you charge Druid of the Claw?
Well, with the force of nature savage draw in hand, I think it does for next turn. That is what he's thinking.
But
now.
then he's just saying you don't have
Yeah.
Holy Fire.
But he has to. Man, he doesn't hero power. Like Holy Fire is also an out now.
Here we go. Oh,
Mm,
saw
not-
Holy. I got scared for a second.
Yeah,
And
this-
that's
Alright.
going to be game.
Ysera Awakens is what he's got to go for, and that'll get him killed.
yeah. He had to go for the Ysera. If he wanted to play Ysera, he had the perfect moment last turn
Yeah.
into his scenarios.
Well, that's going to be it. Wow, StrifeCro pulled this one out of nowhere. Definitely a couple questionable plays there by Socke, but I think that this is like, for him, the 5th deck in his lineup.
And that
Like,
is
he hasn't chosen it all today.
and that is why it was maybe really good from StrifeCro to just ban this mage. We saw that he played this mage really okay. So take his comfortable deck out, and now he has to play the decks that is not really comfortable with.
Wow, you can tell StrifeCro
Yeah.
is very relieved to win that game. After that opening that looked so grim,
Yeah.
but yeah, ends up pulling it back.
Yeah.
StrifeCro takes the lead. This very important match to see who takes it out of the group stages.
Yeah, well done by Strife.
Possibility like Hunter into a Druid.
Yeah,
It will be
yeah.
Hunter or Warlock.
Yeah, I would say
Well,
so.
yeah,
if he
even-
goes for the Druid against
safe.
StrifeCro Druid, I don't like that at all. Okay, it is going to be
There's
the
the
Warlock,
Warlock.
and it is
And
in fact
yeah.
going to be Zoo. All right.
Okay. Yeah. Do you really even keep Leper Gnome into a Druid with
Yes.
a heap of hero power?
100%.
Feels a bit weak.
If they're turn 2 hero powering instead of playing Wild Growth, you're happy.
Yeah, that's true.
If it costs 1 mana, you definitely keep it. Well, as long as it's not like Power Overwhelming or Mortal Coil.
I like how you fix that. I can tell you're a streamer. Little people listening to you.
He's only missing the Undertaker now, with the Nerubian Egg, with the Haunted Creeper, like an Undertaker with the Leper Gnome, and then
Is that
and we are just talking about the Undertaker.
That's a draw right there.
Yeah,
Somebody explain to me why that's good. Oh my god. He's so dead.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a little bit rough. Like
I
he
what-
has Wild Growth, but he has to go Wrath.
I think you just have to ref this now.
Oh, okay, that Shade makes it a bit easier, I guess. You can play that instead of Wild Growth on turn 3, which...
Yeah.
Wild Growth is not a card that you really want to use.
Wild Growth
against
is
Zoo.
dead in his hand, guys. He's got to deal with this.
Yeah, I totally agree with this card. You have to take care of the Undertaker immediately.
Undertaker just kills you if you do not get rid of it on the first turn.
So I like Haunted Creeper here a bit more than Egg, although it's close.
I like Egg more because you have the Dire Wolf and the
What are you going to
Abusive.
trade it into turn 3, though?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah,
Yeah, like for 3 drops in this deck, he has the Shades of Noxtramas. Other than that, he'd have to like coin out.
Yeah, it's very rare to see Harvest Golem these days in
Yeah.
Druid. I remember before Nextramus came out, StrifeCro and I were talking for a while. We just really wished we could play 3 to 4 Harvest Golems, and now Nax comes out, we play 0.
Yeah.
Crazy how differently that card's evaluated now.
But
Yeah,
then
really, we see almost no Harvest Golems nowadays. Like Lothar, I think, was playing them in his mage
also,
deck.
also
but-
a reason for that was the priest game really popular, and the
Cabal.
The
Yeah.
Cabal was so painful for the Harvest Golem, and now the only card that they can steal is a Haunted Creeper.
Even Shadow Madness will get you destroyed once in a while. So, but it is good for buffing Undertaker in a pinch.
Ooh, Doomguard. Always good to draw and
Pretty much the best card against Druid, yeah.
Oh,
All right,
he
going
does-
all in. A swipe
yeah.
would like win the game right now. I would have played Nerubian Egg, but
Yeah.
Socke is way manlier than I am.
Well, sometimes you gotta be manly to get out of that group stage, Raynad.
Well, it worked.
Yeah.
It's keeper time on the Direwolf, and then
Yeah.
I guess you got to kill Abusive Sergeant.
Does look like it.
Now, honestly,
Yeah.
that swings the board decently into StrifeCro's favor. You know, there's no like Soulfire to take care of that keeper. That's gonna.
You can also go for
Wow.
Haunted Creeper Hero Power. Yeah, I was thinking of that because you really want to keep the keeper maybe against an egg, for example. Maybe for just
When are you
silencing
gonna
the.
play it though?
Yeah, next turn maybe. Yeah, but you want to.
You want to play Lothar?
Yeah. But yeah, the Haunted Creeper is also really annoying. Are you gonna silence the Haunted Creeper now and just play egg?
I would. I'd
Like
play
you
both.
just want to play all your minions now, so
Yep.
you can.
If he didn't have swipe before, he doesn't have swipe now, so
Exactly.
may as well commit.
And also then you have just a really, really good Doomguard at turn 5. You only get discarding 1.
I mean, I would even trade Creeper for Shade rather than the Leper Gnome. Just
Yeah, to get the 2/1/1s over,
Yeah.
and he doesn't have the swipe.
yeah, exactly.
It's- Yeah, he's gonna silence the creeper.
Good play by Socke.
Let's see if he agrees with their
Yeah.
trade. He does.
Is he gonna trade this or just go face
That's a
here?
good question. I mean, that 1/2 can take care of the 1/1s. You can sort of hedge
Yeah.
against the top deck swipe by trading.
I think it's a good moment to trade. Otherwise he can just trade with 2 of the 1/1s. But I will totally maybe yeah.
I think it's close either way. Not a big deal, one way or another.
Already has StrifeCro down to 18 right now.
Okay. I think
It's
Oh,
gotta
that's
be
not the
Lothar.
draw.
yeah, keeper's not really good here.
That's going to be so painful. Doom card, God, that's the perfect card for next turn.
Can even maybe consider Wild Growth Hero Power into lore, into... That's probably like not good, but
No, it's too slow, I think.
yeah, I mean, I would Lothar. It's just like the scenarios draw kind of changes it. If you can get that out a turn early, that's a big deal.
Yeah, but are you even going to turn 9 now? Well, the bar doesn't look really scary for StrifeCro now, like 2/1/1s, a 2/1, an egg. Like, and he has only 1 card, yeah. We know it's a Doom card, but like if it is just a Voidwalker or something.
Yeah,
it's-
that's what you're hoping.
All right. He agrees with Lothar.
All right.
Oh, jeez.
Ooh, August is.
Would you consider playing that?
Yeah, I would play Argus.
On the egg and the spider?
Yep, it's too good. You can't not... okay.
Wow.
He's going for the aggressive
All right.
play, yeah. And I agree with just going face now. Also with
Yeah.
no way you want to trade.
That Lothar is not going to clean up anything.
Is the swipe here? He needs a swipe. Force of Nature. That's really decent. He can trade with the
Yeah,
load
everything.
step now.
The egg and the 1/1 will be all that's
Yeah.
left.
But yeah, it's still annoying for the Druid because the Warlock will most likely play 2 cards or 1 Storm card. So he's still behind.
I like the Argus play a lot more that turn. And if you drew something like a 1 or a 2 drop, I agree with Doomguard, but Argus was so much value. It's only 3 less damage on phase. You still Doomguard him the turn after. You
Yeah,
put
yeah.
so much power in play.
And you might even draw like a 1-drop that turn as well.
Exactly.
But, well, I don't think it's going to make a difference this game, but I would agree with you as well. That egg is just sitting there right now. No way to activate or anything. Like, I guess you would have drawn a silence with that play.
Oh, he's going for the keeper here and hero power.
All right, this develops a minion. I like
Yeah.
that. You take a lot of extra damage, but
Yeah,
That's fine.
HHP. It should be still fine. Flame Imp.
what a
That's not the draw.
At least he has a good mana curve now, and he can play both of the minions, but it's
Yep.
not what you really want at this moment.
No, certainly not. And he still has that Force of Nature, so he can actually continue to clean up.
There's no taunt coming up till turn 9 though.
Yeah, but Alar, he gets back to 11, and he trades with the Flame Imp. It's like almost the
I would
same
play Laura
situation.
this turn.
It's like almost the same situation with, yeah, like, I think it's his only option. Ooh, that's an
good draw.
important one. Get an activation for the egg.
Life tap first.
Yeah, life tap first. Oh wow.
That's huge.
Wow.
Are you going?
You could even trade the egg and then buff the other guys.
I will
go face.
I will just maybe
Yeah.
August yeah, and
Put
maybe
him to 3, right?
I will trade with the egg into the 2-1 just to
Oh yeah, I guess makes it a little harder for him to get rid of the.
I will play. Do you play Abusive Circuit
Yeah, you
now?
100% play
Yeah.
abusive.
Just to get that extra damage other than there
got
are already so
two-
many good swipes
he has-
for StrifeCro that it's so obvious that he doesn't have one now.
So he has 2 Soulfires and 1 Doomguard left. A lot of live cards in
Yeah,
the Zoo deck.
and the most annoying thing is that he just can't play Force of Nature because then he's gonna kill the egg, and
Yeah, he's got nothing that he can do.
and
actually.
you don't
That's
want
just
to
the
kill the
game.
egg because it gets a 4/4. That is why it's so good to have a taunted egg.
I don't see a way for StrifeCro to come back here.
I think he can't live through the next turn.
Yep.
Like, no matter what he
No.
does, he's dead.
He needed this keeper now maybe to silence the egg. No, it doesn't.
you
will
could-
not even help.
Kill the Nerubian with Force of Nature and then Hero Power. The 2-1.
He can.
And you'd be
Yeah, and then
dead.
with lore, trade with the lore into the 4/4.
Hey,
That
there's
makes
still too much
sense.
damage on the board, though, right?
You hero power that one, yeah. Then you play force. I think it's 1/2.
Well, you force kill Nerubian and the 2/2, and then. Well, yeah, you live by 1.
Do you? No, you don't.
No, you don't.
No, you don't.
He's dead no matter what here.
Yeah.
That's brutal. Well, Zoo doing what Zoo does. This is why you see so many Warlock bans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But to be fair, it's a very rough matchup for Druid.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
as we can see, he just.
He even had a really.
Actually, sweep for StrifeCro.
It is, in fact, going to be Hunter.
Oh, well, yeah, okay.
I think Hunter's the right call.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a sick draw. You mulligan the Loot Hoarder, turn 1 Snake Trap, turn 2 Juggler, and hope Zoo
Wow.
doesn't have a Soulfire.
I think you.
That's pretty brutal.
Like the
Oh, wow.
the Voidwalker is maybe the best card against Hunter in turn 1.
He doesn't like that.
I think what he's looking for here,
It's Undertaker.
it has to be just Undertaker. Like, I mean, I like what you're saying, Reynad, with the mulligan. Actually, it sounds like so good against Zeus specifically, but I think mulliganing all your cards just looking for Undertaker is not a terrible strategy.
Oh wow! It looks
Especially
like
now.
Deadman. Wow.
When it works, it's great. So
Yeah.
Undertaker. Leopard
You
Armor
actually
too.
get him.
200
My hand would be
creepers.
high main Hunter's Mark right now. So.
Maybe that is why StrifeCro's not playing with high mains. That he can't have the bad draws against the Zoo.
That's true. He has Unleash, right? That definitely
Yeah.
improves the matchup.
Double unleash.
I think Hunter's favored even without Unleash. So it's yeah.
Well, that
Ooh.
definitely does help. And oh yeah,
There is an Undertaker.
Socke, nice little smile on his face as he
Yeah.
gets that Undertaker.
Oh,
Jeez.
if you get one, why not two?
We're about to see some balanced Hearthstone.
That's right.
But yeah,
Look at that, another death rattle to be added.
Undertaker into Leopardome is just a play, I think. You can play.
Yeah, yeah.
Mad Scientist
That's
is
like
just,
the best turn 1 play that there is.
Yep.
Screw turn 1 Yeti. Give me this all day.
Yeah, Chow's even better, but yeah, Leopardome is.
Yeah.
Yeah, or Web Spinner maybe. But in the early
Oh.
Yeah, but you want to buff the Undertaker to trade with the Leopardome now. I
He
think.
does have a second Undertaker.
Yeah, but it's too. Yeah, it's too greedy to go for the second one. Then you play a Void.
Well, what I'm
Oh,
saying
man.
is you could use the owl to silence the other dude.
Yeah, but then you still have to trade into the Leopardome and your first Undertaker dies. I think there is no other play than a Haunted Creeper now.
I agree. I play Creeper here.
And a Creeper is really good against him. And, well, yeah. I think you will have to trade this now. This is all about the trades.
Yeah.
The one that has the board control wins the game. So I don't see any reason to go face.
Well, let's not forget he does have those unleashes, and he's very good at rolling Leox, as we saw in his previous match. So even if he doesn't have board control, he could still take it.
Well, it's only turn 2, so not a Leok turn yet. Yeah, I totally agree with this trade.
Okay. Well, it's actually a little bit interesting. Normally I just slam Scientist here, but maybe with the Houndmaster you just want to get a beast down now.
Yeah, you trade this. I thought you go with Mid Scientist, I think. Can play Creeper, yeah.
I would still play it too, but if you draw like Animal Companion, it's... I guess you just play Companion and turn 4 you go double Creeper. That's fine.
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah, looks like.
Yeah, I think it was the right play to get this Undertaker. I don't know. Maybe you wanted to silence or the Mad Scientist or the Undertaker. He couldn't make a good trade. He didn't have an abusive Surgeon or Direwolf to get a really good buff for the Haunted Creeper.
Would you go You go Haunted Creeper here, right?
I think I think that's the right
But
play.
do you trade with? Do you send your Undertaker into the other Undertaker and then let yours die?
I think you do. Otherwise, the Undertaker can go out of control, and then it also makes him hard to trade with the Mad Scientist. And you didn't saw any good trades for him last turn. Like if he had an abusive or an Direwolf, he will play it last turn. But yeah, there is the abusive. Yeah.
Yeah, you got to kill off the beast as well. Obviously.
I think you silence too. Like.
Yeah, definitely, that's the best silence target by far.
Oh, I thought silence the Creeper maybe. And then trade in with abusive.
Yeah.
Like now he still has the Creeper out, and now well.
Maybe.
Do you trade with the Creeper now? You want
You
to play,
definitely
but
kill
you
the
want to
Creeper.
play around Houndmaster.
Yeah,
a bit at
yeah.
least.
Going into turn 4,
That
you
was
just
why I
have to kill
like.
it.
That was why I like the silence the Creeper more.
To be completely honest, Houndmaster is kind of rare nowadays, and I wouldn't fault him for just hoping StrifeCro doesn't have it. Even if it's in his deck, there's no guarantee it's in his hand. So.
That's
Yeah,
true.
but he did sit there and watch the last match. StrifeCro does play 2 Houndmasters.
Okay.
So.
If he has that information, then yeah,
Yeah.
it makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, a lot of 1-1s and 2-1s on the board.
Oh, jeez. Well,
Wow.
Is it even that good?
that's a good
I
Voidwalker.
think
I think you Houndmaster, yeah.
yeah, I think you're still the Houndmasters for this
Yeah,
turn better,
yeah.
but the turn after
Well,
he is really considering it.
If-
But he doesn't have any good way to trade into the Voidwalker. He has to trade 3 Hounds into the Voidwalker.
if Socke has seen the Unleashes, he's going to trade off most of the board next turn. It's going to be way less effective if he waits. But playing it now
Maybe it was the right
loses
play
2
from
dogs to
Socke.
Voidwalker, so it doesn't matter.
But it was the right play from Socke to trade everything in and into a Voidwalker that he's just really weak. The funny thing is we don't know if StrifeCro plays Timberwolf. Well, we didn't.
Yeah, I
we
don't
were
know.
talking about that.
I
and
would
we-
be surprised if he doesn't play one.
Well, he had snake traps. He had double unleash. So we were thinking he probably plays a Timberwolf in it, but we didn't saw it.
Yeah.
But yeah, look, this board is just so good now. You saw an all just used and into an haunted creeper.
He can just clear the entire board, and I guess he's got his hero power that draws cards, so that's nice.
But Hunter is up so many cards.
Oh,
Really
at least one goes to face.
interesting.
Why would he go to face with that? Just in case he draws like Argus or something?
I guess it's just 1 free point of damage because
Yeah.
you can't really get punished for it. StrifeCro's not going to unleash for 2.
Yeah.
And, yeah, I guess StrifeCro will trade. So, free point of damage. Good play.
But StrifeCro looking really good now. But the Harlock has no cards now. This is a low tap turn, I think.
Yep.
Or not.
Chooses instead to play the
Yeah,
hardest
maybe
call.
he was like, yeah, there is a weapon, a mad scientist. He's just gonna trade with the weapon and the mad scientist. And
Well, this looks nearly unwinnable for Zoo now. This is the point where the hero powers just do not match up favorably. Hunter's ahead on cards. Honestly, the deck is just better at fighting for board control than Zoo, which is why it seems so favored in this match.
oh, and is it the snake trap now? We didn't saw it, but I see immediately him playing a knife juggler. So I
Yeah.
expected this, and It is a snake trap.
Down at 14 health with only Lotheb in hand.
What
Things
if
not
it
looking
double
so good.
juggles? The golem.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
I go. Yeah. Maybe you had to trigger it first, the trap. If it was a freezing.
Oh.
Anyways, you got freeze it, then you play around explosive. But yeah, we didn't saw any explosive. But
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think anyone is
No.
going to play explosive this tournament. Well, now that I'm out.
Now these spell cards in the hand of StrifeCro are not really good now into the low tap.
I'd rather hero power for 7 mana than play Snake Trap. I think.
Yeah, but I think he has. Oh no, you had the freezing last turn. Get the knives out. That's a good knife. Now he can trade it to weapon.
If Juggler getting some work done.
Yeah. Just hero power. He's so low already.
Yeah, this is not going to be a comeback game for Socke.
Yeah, that was a card what he needed to earlier. Yeah, he has to taunt his minions up now. And is it still lethal with Unleash? I think it is. Also
That
2
must be.
knives,
2 minions, yeah.
hero power, weapon. Oh, and Hunter's Mark.
There you go.
Oh, interesting. We were talking about if he runs Hunter's Mark. We didn't saw it against you.
Yeah, I think he runs one.
Mhm.
Did he not use it against me? I thought he
No.
did one game.
Oh,
Maybe not. It's all a blur.
yeah. But this is lethal and StrifeCro takes the 2-1 lead now.
Yeah, that Hunter deck doing
Mhm.
very, very well so far.
It's the reason it's being banned so often, you know.
Yeah,
It's just a deck that can just 3-0 really hard.
I would say there's no question he's going to go for that
No,
Hunter.
Oh, he goes with the
Whoa.
Druid. Wow. Maybe he just feels really comfortable with his Druid, but
Well,
uh,
I see an Undertaker, and
A Leper Gnome as well.
yeah,
I hear that
you-
those two cards go very well together if you have the coin.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
but wow, he has a good starting hand.
Okay.
All right.
And Swipe is a card that is always good against Hunter. But yeah. Turn to Keeper. Do you silence the Undertaker at that point? Or just
Yeah, do
kill
you
the Leper
silence it or
now?
do you deal damage?
Guess you silence it, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Try to attack it the turn after.
Yeah, then he has a 1-2 and a 2-1 still on the board. But you still have the hero power in
I
the
don't
turn
mind
after.
keeping the juggler here.
Yeah, maybe he just wants to draw into the Mad Scientist,
Yeah.
into the Haunted Creeper to just have more
like
buffs for the Undertaker.
So greedy though.
You'd prefer he just keeps the
Yeah.
strong turn
Ah,
too.
but
have
he
it
is
too.
already back. There is the Knife Juggler.
Well, that's generally what happens when you mulligan cards. They come right back.
Yeah. Happened to you too. We were saying, yeah, maybe you should keep one flare, but you mulligan it away, and there was another flare.
I
and-
almost kept it, but that Undertaker man is.
Yeah. So important.
Yeah. Well, let's see what he does here.
You can even hero power now and go for a turn
Turn
3
three
Druid of the
charge.
Claw
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
into the charts. Even if it gets a 3-4, you can
It's
still
just
trade.
If he has a trap, that's the scary part, you know.
Yeah, but do you play a trap at turn 2?
Sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes. If you don't, but if you have a minion, and then you will always play it, I think. But I really like this play more, just to have a better curve. Otherwise, the next turn will be really rough.
This is actually gonna work out very well for
Oh,
Socke.
And there's the loot harder. But yeah, do you want to buff the
Yeah, absolutely.
Undertaker now a bit more? Yeah, I think so too.
I want to play around turn 3 Wrath. Not that. Well, I guess you know he doesn't have Wrath because.
But it's-
Yeah, you'd have to top
But
deck
it can be a really painful game for StrifeCro if he plays now a loot harder, next turn Juggler, and he, Socke can just answer that with the Keeper at turn 4.
I don't think Innervate Druid of the Claw is like that unexpected of a play from a Druid deck. You know he's gonna be mulling for Innervate for Wild Growth. I think you can afford to play around that a bit by playing Loot Hoarder here. The Juggler
Yeah,
would just
yeah.
get wrecked by Druid Charge. Well, StrifeCro's considering it.
Yeah, but even a Juggler here, then the Druid trades, and then it's still a 4-2 on the board. What is?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The Juggler's
Mm.
like what is better for StrifeCro. Or sorry, the Juggler's what's better for Socke.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, he placed in a taunt.
Really?
Huh.
Huh.
All right.
Yeah, he goes for the Mal value play, but if there was a dead rattle now in the hand of StrifeCro.
If there was a Hunter's
You
Mark
will-
or a Freezing Trap or
Yeah.
just anything. Leok.
Yeah, but especially like but especially like if he had a mad scientist now, he could just trade with the loot harder and with the. But yeah, also and we saw the Hunter's Mark. Nope, didn't draw into anything, but it's really good.
Did it pay off?
Onto Creeper.
Oh, and there it is. Yeah, and that is just why this was really painful last turn. That he didn't go into the charge, then you didn't have this issue.
Now you almost have to swipe, right? Or do you just keep her?
I
You
think
can
you
just keep
keep
her.
here, just for the 2 damage.
Yeah. That turn kind of plays itself, I think.
Oh, it's brutal.
Yeah, but the trap will be going painful, even if it's a snake. Well, he has the swipe response. Just playing your knife juggler and mad scientist now, I think, just to get to. Well, it's a bit weak against a keeper that can deal with everything, but I don't see going for any other play now. You can
Yeah, you could just play Houndmaster, but the 2 drops seem a lot better. Like either way, you already have a scientist in play for him to kill. So,
Yeah.
and hey, if that juggler shoots the keeper, then I'm
But
not gonna want to attack in a juggler as much.
yeah, but with this, like StrifeCro is playing a bit more aggressive hunter deck than we see from other players, and you see already the Leroy in hand. I think you really want to go for some damage too now.
Mm.
I think I like Spectral here.
Yeah, I like Spectral too. It's not a really good turn for low tap.
I guess Drake could set up a good swipe, but you don't really want to be playing that.
Oh yeah, now if you see it with 2 mad scientists, but a bow. Are you going for full face now? Just bow,
Yeah,
hero power, and
he's got
everything
a lot
to
of
the
damage
face.
here, so
You already saw Druid of the Claw too. It's
Yeah.
what is one of the.
one of the 2 taunts in the
Yeah.
deck.
And try to
Okay.
set up that freezing trap. Bow and face. Here we go.
Yeah, bow boy.
Yeah, that's just perfect here.
Yeah. Like turn 5 bow is always one of the best turns with the hero power or with a trap out playing. Yeah, 14 lives, and that is just a problem that the druid has so many times. There's a trap out.
Just crazy.
Yeah. And what are you gonna do now? Do you check it? Give him another charge? Your minion is so strong on the board, but when there is a freezing trap out, it feels so weak.
Do we know which one this is? Snake or
No,
Freezing?
we didn't saw it.
Yeah.
It is.
Which one?
Yeah, if he had to attack face, then he didn't trigger the snake trap at all. If it was a freezing, it didn't make sense if it was the minion or
Is he forced to swipe here?
I think so.
No,
Like
maybe he
at
did what-
14 health?
maybe this was his plan to just
Hero
swipe
power
every
and-
swipe for.
Yeah. I think you do swipe. Like, you have to be afraid of Houndmaster. You have to be afraid of Kill Command.
I think
you
there's
just need to...
yeah. I think there is no other play with 14 lives, 3 snakes on the board.
It looks like he's leaning towards hero power Yeti.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really
Really?
don't like that as much. This is... I think it's just a bit too greedy.
Oh, another snake trap.
Wow.
Oh wow,
Oh,
yeah. Got 'em.
okay.
That it. No snakes anymore.
Well, that
Yeah,
worked
that
out really
out.
well.
Yeah, that's about
Yeah.
as well as it could have worked out for him. I think he's still dead, but that was a good turn.
Yeah.
The only painful thing is that the bow has now 3 charges, and
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
it's just 5 damage for 2 mana every turn with the hero power.
3 mana, Assassin's
Yeah.
Blade doing work.
The bow does nothing now. Do you play just a home master to get a 4/3 on the board? Like you want to hero power now with your bow.
Yeah. I guess I would play.
And then it's with Leroy.
Yeah, you may as well. Like, none of this matters. He's already played one of his cards that has taunt. And so, like, unless he heals up this turn, there's nothing to be done.
He really needs a Druid of the Claw or an Lore now. It's just the 2 cards he really needs. Well, there's the Druid of the Claw at least. It saves him for some time.
I'm glad to see other players still running Leroy too. You know, it's just such an iconic card. I was worried that the nerf would just drive it completely out of the metagame,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
nice to see people
Well,
earning wins 6 damage at a time.
It works really well in his deck, too. I mean, he goes with Unleash.
Yeah,
Nice turn 8,
definitely.
especially if you get that Leok out.
Well, that is a taunt draw.
Yeah. Do you trade into this Houndmaster or just start
Yeah,
going to face?
you have to trade. Otherwise, he can just really trade with the Druid of the Claw easily.
Yeah.
So, he's at 10. Is Leroy lethal? Leroy's going to give him 3, 6, 7, 8. So it's just short. You can't Leer Unleash next turn, but 2 turns from now.
I think there's no question that you trade this.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it doesn't look unwinnable for Druid. With that taunt draw, it's a huge deal.
Yeah, well, and if he draws an lore now, like,
He just blanked both bows that StrifeCro has. So, I mean, that's very relevant.
yeah, and Unleash is so weak against 1 minion.
Yeah,
He's just going to go for the Leroy right now. It's a
Yeah.
very good play.
Trade.
He should hero power
Yeah,
as well.
hero power every turn. But yeah, the lore, it's really important now to get a lore. Or maybe scenarios if, oh no, scenarios is not enough mana yet.
There's still 2 kill commands in that deck. I mean,
Yeah, and that's lethal.
Yeah, but with the low tap, the kill commands, yeah, it's still.
Still 5 damage, right? All right,
That's
I
three,
guess.
3 with the weapon.
Yeah.
So the hero power is not enough. But I think there is no other play. Wow, what do you want to draw now?
greater healing.
Yeah.
or healing touch.
Yeah, healing touch, well. But yeah, maybe this is it. Yeah. With Unleash now,
Wow.
yeah.
And StrifeCro going 6-0 with his Hunter deck.
Yeah.
Pretty sick, actually. Wasn't it against Lothar? Lothar actually banned Hunter
Yep.
because he likes his mage so much. And it turns out, I think this might just be StrifeCro's best deck here in this tournament.
I think it's most people's best deck. I think
Yeah.
Hunter has so many different builds.